Hey, what's up YouTubers? Mr. Joe back with another video, and today I'm going to show you the best settings for OBS if you have a slow internet connection and not the most beastly computer. So let's get started. First of all, let me just show you what I'm dealing with. This terrible AT&T internet. Look at this, rated at 1 star. It's that bad. So check it out. I have like 1.8, 1.9 upload. And I'm assuming you're watching this video because you don't have like the highest upload speed, or maybe you have like the slowest computer. In that case, this video is still gonna help you out. So we're just gonna wait for this to do its thing. I'll show you what I'm dealing with, and then we'll get started with our OBS setup. Now my quality was awesome. I spent basically a whole day freaking messing around with the settings, testing all the resolutions and stuff. And I definitely came out with the best one. It's smooth, there's no pixelation. It's pretty awesome. So right now, as you can see, it's 1.8. It flickers, I don't know. At daytime it's 1.9, and at this time it's this. I'm getting Comcast internet on Wednesday. They have like 10 upload, so at least that'll be cool. But now you guys see what I'm dealing with. So if you're close to these speeds, you guys know what to do. So make sure you test your speed first, so you deal with. The most important speed here is the upload speed. Ignore everything else. This is the most important, the upload, because you're gonna be uploading footage. Alrighty, so once that's done, just open up OBS. You should have this. I don't know why you're watching this video if you don't, but go to settings right here. Alright, leave this as is. Go to encoding, right? Make sure this is selected, and make sure use CBR is selected. If you guys don't know what this means, it means constant bitrate. So that means that when you move around in the game, it's not going to get blurry. It's going to keep a stable bitrate. Enable CBR padding. It's going to pad the bitrate. If something freaking happens in the middle, it'll take a little longer to buffer. And then use custom buffer. Now this is where your max bitrate, your upload speed comes useful. So if you guys remember, my upload speed was 1.8. I don't know what yours is, but in kilobytes, it's 1,800. So maybe just 1,000 it. Now, a lot of people say use 80% of your speed. Look, if you have a slow internet connection, just ignore that, alright? Use 1800. I used the whole upload speed. I do lose a couple frames, but that's only like 1% of everything. So the person watching it barely notices it. Make sure your buffer size, your custom buffer size, is the same as your max bitrate. It gives your computer, to buffer it. Now, keep in mind that streaming is really CPU intensive. So if you don't at least have a quad core, I highly recommend you do not stream at a 720p resolution, because your computer, it's gonna lower the lifespan of your CPU. This is why a lot of people have two PCs. One's for streaming and the other one is for gaming. Now, audio encoding. This does not, it kind of matters. Use 64. Don't go lower than 64. 48 sounds really bad. This is where you decide on what you want better. Do you want your resolution? Do you want the video to be better or your voice to be better? I chose, obviously, video over that. Now let's go to broadcast settings. This is not really important. Let's go to video. Alrighty, so now I'm assuming you're gonna want to play games, right? So make sure you go into your game and set your video game's resolution to 1280 by 720. That way your computer has to do less work. So make sure that you base resolution custom, this to this, and then resolution downscale is going to be 0 because you're already streaming at 720p. Audio, there's nothing important here. Advanced, this is where some cool stuff comes in, alright? So, normal, keep this normal, do not change this. Some of you are going to be, well, I don't know. This does not make it look better, it just freaking stresses your CPU. The scene buffering, keep it at 400. I like 400, it's my favorite. Allow other modifier keys. Alright, this is where your CPU comes really useful. Alright, now this changes depending on how much your upload is. So for me, my upload is 1800, and this is the bare minimum for 720p. Alright, so now you guys know the bare minimum for 720p, you have to have at least a 1.8 upload speed to get it. So once you have that set up, this is where your CPU processor come in. Now, if you have like a balling CPU, like you have an i7, right? It doesn't matter what you have, or an 8-core 83 or FX 8350. That's what I have on my computer. You're gonna have to decide on what you want to do. So you could either play your video games at a really low setting, like on low settings. Let's say I'm playing Battlefield 4. I'm playing on low settings so that my CPU can work harder. So my CPU will produce a better image. Or you can play your Oh god, sorry I tapped you guys. Or you can play your video game at maybe medium or high settings and have your CPU do less work. That way your CPU doesn't overheat because some of the power is going to your game. But you know, sometimes the picture doesn't come out as well. That's why a higher upload speed puts less stress on your CPU. So my perfect one is I like fast. All right. Now with fast, my CPU uses about 80% of itself. All right. I say a pretty stable 80% no matter what I'm playing. I like to play personally on ultra, but when I'm streaming, I lower them down to medium. That's why exactly for the stream. Now, thankfully, usually medium is not that bad, but you can see that if you have like a worse CPU, you're gonna have to lower your settings a lot more. So encoding profile, main, keyframe interval 2. I use fast, so I have an 8350, right? The 8350 I think is a little bit below than the i7. So if you have an i7, keep it at fast, and if you have an 8350, keep it at fast too. Now if you have a lower one, this is where your upload speed is gonna need to do some of the heavy lifting. If you have a lower CPU class than the two I just provided, then you're gonna want to go to faster. Faster is a little bit harder than very fast. Very fast is default, but I noticed that fast with my speed is absolutely, I love it. It's amazing. All right. So now that's set up. Remember, make sure keyframe interval is 2. Use CFR. Yeah, check that. Don't check any of this stuff. All right. So that's pretty much set up. Now this is, yes. Oh no, don't save any. I didn't change anything. All right. You know, noise gate. This is pretty standard stuff. Alrighty. So now you guys know all the settings. Now this produced some awesome Battlefield 4 footage for me. So let me see if I can go there right now. Alright, you might have noticed a cut in there. My whole email, my personal email address showed. But now that we're here, I want to show you how good the footage looked. So let's just skip forward. You guys probably can't even hear the audio because I'm not playing it. So I don't know if it's gonna translate well, but I will put a link to this preview in the description below. So hopefully you can see it for yourself. So these are the exact same settings I just showed you, and they're pretty amazing. I really like these settings. So yeah, it's actually playing right now. There you go. You guys have seen enough footage. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not my usual intro stuff, but I definitely spent a lot of time on this, and I think it worked out. I might update it to a 1080p version later because I'm upgrading my internet. I'm also going to get a streaming PC. But with that stuff, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe, leave a like, comment, whatever you want. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.